Good morning, Barstow. I'm Tyler McNeve.
And I'm Carson Matula.
We have a packed show today filled with announcements, hobbies with Helton, and we catch up with Miss Lackey to get a big update on her race.
Hey Tyler, did you notice the seniors were not in the building on Monday?
I did, but I wasn't sure why.
That was because it was senior day. The seniors went to Leawood Park to participate in team bonding activities. They then went to main event to play games and wrapped up the day back at Barstow.
On Friday, Nurse Incas will be holding 25-minute classes on CPR in the LMR. She'll have a class starting at 8:45 and another at 9:25. There will be no need to sign up for the classes, just show up on time.
A reminder that the upper school play You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown will debut this Thursday at 7 with additional showings this Friday at 7 and Saturday at 2. The middle school play this year will be Dear Edwina Jr. The auditions will start in 2 weeks and rehearsals will start November 2nd. Tyler, would you consider theater to be one of your hobbies?
Not exactly, but Helton made a fun piece on hobbies here in the Barstow community.
Hi, I'm Helton, and welcome back to this newest installment of Hobbies with Helton, where I learn about other people's hobbies and practice my own. Today, I'm going to be making cinnamon sugar pumpkin soft pretzels. Let's get started. I've already preheated the oven to 400 degrees, so first I'm going to whisk together water, yeast, and honey. Now that has been whisked, I'm going to add salt, flour, pumpkin puree, and pumpkin pie spice until it forms a dough. Now that I've mixed together the dough, I'm going to flour the surface and then put it on there and knead it a few times. Before we roll the dough out, let's check out Mrs. Lackey's hobby of running.
I'm Lily Lackey. I teach middle school and upper school art, and I like to run. I would be home with my kids during the summer all day long, and then my husband would come home from work, and I kind of just needed something to kind of divide myself from my kids. I love my kids, but I kind of just needed a little bit of space, and then I'd go on a quick 20-minute run. So I've been doing that, ever since my kids, are 9, 6, and 3 now. So for a while, and then I have been training for the official marathon since about May. The end of May is when I started. So I really like to run just because it's my way of kind of meditation almost, and just me on my own. I don't really have a running partner or anything like that, but it's my time to myself. It's a hobby that I know that it makes me feel good. There's many things that I can do, like exercising just in general is good for you. I do a lot of strength training and all that sort of stuff, and I just feel the effects on my body that it just makes me feel good physically, mentally, just overall. I would say that that's what keeps me going. At the end of last school year, I decided that I kind of wanted to start thinking about working towards a marathon. And that was in May, and the marathon is October 16th, which gave me plenty of time to train, and I've never done it before, so I decided why not just try to go for the full marathon, even though I hadn't done really very many of the previous shorter runs. I didn't research it very much. You have to eat while you're running, actually, but then there's also just small injuries and stuff that happen along the way just because you're putting your body through so much. And probably my very biggest challenge would be the time commitment.
Now that the dough is ready, I'm going to roll it out and then separate it into 12 pieces. I'm going to roll each piece to be around 16 to 18 inches, and then I'm going to try and do the pretzel shape. So we're going to try and attempt some shapes. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Maybe like... do I fold it in? Well, that's something. So I watched a YouTube video and I was doing it not right. You couldn't tell already. And I've kind of destroyed the piece. So I'm gonna re-roll it out and try again. The pretzels have been pretzel-fied. I'm going to boil the water. Now I'm going to boil each of the pretzels for 30 seconds. Now that the pretzels have been boiled, I'm going to put them onto this greased baking sheet and I'm going to bake them for 10 to 15 minutes. While they bake, let's check out Ava's hobby of Irish dance.
Hi, I'm Ava. I'm in 9th grade and I'm an Irish dancer. My parents took me to the Irish Festival in Crown Center when I was really young, and I just loved the way they moved and danced. And at the time I was too young to join, so I would watch dance competitions like on TV. And I started when I was about 5, and then ever since then I've just fallen in love with it, and I just love the competition aspect. Every judge is different, and you it's kind of just like luck depending what judge, what competition, where. So that's kind of difficult to deal with when, you practice so long and then like one judge will give you like a second place and you'll miss first by a couple points, and another judge will give you dead last and you're stuck there wondering what you did wrong and what you did right. It's definitely given me a lot of strength like physically and stuff, because I would go to dance 2-3 times a week for an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time, which obviously is a pretty big workout each time. It's helped me with a lot of like perseverance type stuff, because moving up levels is really hard, and then friendship-wise it's given me a lot of good friends that I can rely on, and it's just been a major impact on my life overall, just as anything type of activity would that you do for a long time. It's just something that you become to love.
Wow, that's such a cool hobby. Well, now the pretzels have baked, so I'm going to be making the cinnamon sugar coating. And I'm going to combine the cinnamon and sugar, whisk it together, and then I'm going to brush the pretzels with butter and then dip the pretzels into the cinnamon and sugar. The final step is the frosting. I'm going to mix together powdered sugar, vanilla, cream cheese, and milk. They're finally done, and now it's everyone's favorite time, taste test time. I think they turned out really well, but we'll see how they taste. Those are really good. Ten out of 10. Make these, they're really good.
Thanks, Helton. As we just learned, one of Mrs. Lackey's hobbies has been training for her marathon. We checked in with her to get an update on her race.
It went really well. The weather was perfect, and I felt like I did pretty well with my time. My reach goal was 4:30, but I ended at 4:40, which I was pretty proud of. And the first half was really great. Ended that with 2:07, which I was really happy with. And I was just really overwhelmed with the overall just support from my friends, my colleagues, my family, and that was super cool just to see all the support that I got from my friends and family.
Congratulations. Before we go, don't forget that Trunk or Treat is this Saturday from 5 to 7 in the student parking lot, with the haunted house going from 6:30 to 8. Carson, will you be there?
I will. It should be a lot of fun. Well, that concludes our show for today. I've been Carson.
And I've been Tyler. Have a great day, Barstow.